At 74, Parker Stevenson is often the subject of emotional and sensational online headlines that suggest dramatic first-time revelations or hidden confessions following the death of Kirstie Alley, but the reality behind their story is much more grounded, respectful, and already publicly understood. Because Parker Stevenson and Kirstie Alley were once married in the late 1980s and shared a highly public relationship during a period when both were prominent Hollywood figures, with Alley rising to major fame through roles in television and film including Cheers, and Stevenson known for his work in television series such as The Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew Mysteries. And although their marriage eventually ended in divorce in 1997 after several years together, both moved on with their separate lives and careers, maintaining relatively private personal paths in the decades that followed. And when Kirstie Alley passed away in 2022, tributes and public reactions came from many colleagues, friends, and figures across the entertainment industry who had worked with or known her during different stages of her life. And in that context, any public comments associated with Parker Stevenson were not part of a hidden or dramatic first-time emotional disclosure, but rather consistent with the respectful and measured acknowledgments that are common when former spouses or colleagues respond to the death of someone they once knew, especially in Hollywood where long careers often overlap across multiple personal and professional relationships. And while viral headlines tend to amplify emotional framing by suggesting shock, secrecy, or withheld truth, there is no verified evidence of any concealed story or dramatic new admission tied to Stevenson regarding Alley's passing, because their history has always been publicly known and straightforward: a marriage, a divorce, and later independent lives. And Stevenson himself has generally maintained a low-profile approach to personal matters, preferring not to engage in public emotional storytelling or sensational commentary, which further contrasts with the way online narratives sometimes repackage normal, respectful reactions into exaggerated breaking silence claims. And in reality, the entertainment industry often sees former partners, co-stars, and collaborators acknowledge each other's passing in brief, dignified statements that reflect shared history without implying any hidden conflict or dramatic revelation. And Kirstie Alley's legacy is primarily defined by her award-winning performances, particularly her Emmy-winning role in Cheers, her film and television work across decades, and her strong public presence as an entertainer, while Parker Stevenson's career has continued in television, directing, and photography, demonstrating a long professional life beyond their past relationship. And ultimately, the idea that there was a hidden truth or dramatic silence being broken is not supported by any reliable account, but instead reflects the common pattern of online media turning straightforward biographical facts into emotionally charged narratives, even when the actual story is one of mutual respect, past connection, and simple acknowledgement of loss rather than any shocking revelation or concealed history.